Jim Rohn, 7 Strategies for Wealth and Happiness, Power Ideas from America's Foremost Business Philosopher. Get ready to unlock the secrets of prosperity and personal fulfillment with this book summary of 7 Strategies for Wealth and Happiness by renowned business philosopher Jim Rohn. As you delve into Rohn's powerful ideas, you'll explore various aspects of leading a meaningful and successful life, including goal setting, self-led learning, self-improvement, financial management, time management, cultivating positive relationships, and adopting a generous mindset. With instructive, engaging language and insights that demystify complex notions, this summary will guide you effortlessly through the vital themes and help you chart a new course towards wealth and happiness.
Crafting achievable goals. Remember that achieving your goals won't always leave you feeling satisfied. Having multiple, balanced goals prevents you from feeling lost or aimless. The following activity can help you create an organized list of goals divided into time-sensitive categories, ensuring that you maintain motivation and focus throughout your journey. Picture the last time you accomplished a goal or crossed a task off your to-do list. What followed? Inevitably, new objectives and challenges came along. Although it may feel disheartening, this cycle of constant pursuit can be beneficial if the right goals are set. Take the example of the Apollo astronauts who battled depression after returning from their incredible lunar mission because they no longer had a purpose. Today, astronauts are trained to establish objectives for when their missions have concluded. To create a strong goal list for yourself, follow these organized steps in a journal. 1. Visualize your aspirations for the next 1 to 10 years, and document approximately 50 of them. 2. Categorize each objective based on the estimated time required for accomplishment, 1, 3, 5, or 10 years. 3. Balance your categories by discarding or adding goals to avoid having an excess or scarcity in any single category. 4. Identify the top 4 objectives in each category, resulting in a prioritized list of 16 goals. For each of these 16 goals, draft a detailed paragraph that describes the goal, including the model, color, cost, or other relevant features if it involves acquiring something. Explains why you want to achieve the goal. If you're unable to validate its importance, reconsider its place on your list. Following this exercise, periodically revisit your curated list to monitor your progress and evaluate the continuing relevance of each goal. By crafting a balanced and organized list of achievable goals, you'll stay motivated and driven without the risk of feeling directionless after completing a goal. Cultivate success through learning. Success in any field requires constant learning, but you don't have to spend years enrolled in a university to achieve wealth and success. By allotting time for self-reflection, learning from daily experiences, and studying autobiographies and self-help books, you can gain valuable knowledge. Engage with successful people through dinners, talks, and seminars to ask questions, observe their behavior, and identify shared habits. Spending time and money on learning is a valuable investment that will pay dividends in your future. Most individuals understand that attaining success in any field demands years of dedicated study and practice. After all, nobody would attempt a heart surgery without mastering the human cardiovascular system first. Similarly, success in wealth building requires learning about financial management and business. However, you don't need to rely solely on formal education to grow your knowledge. Self-led learning can be your ticket to success. To learn from everyday experiences, establish a routine of daily self-reflection. Recall significant events, evaluate the effectiveness of your actions, and examine what should be repeated or avoided. This practice will help you tweak your strategies and improve over time. To gain external insights, tap into the wealth of knowledge found in books, videos, and audio recordings. Specifically, study autobiographies of successful people and renowned self-improvement books like Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. While digesting this advice, don't hesitate to approach wealthy and successful individuals. Offer to treat them to dinner and use the opportunity to ask questions about their success strategies. Consider it a worthwhile investment. Enhance your understanding further by attending talks, seminars, or workshops featuring successful people. Observe their behavior, minor gestures, and communication styles to identify the habits they have in common. Adopting these strategies in your life can lead to success. Invest time and a small portion of your income regularly towards learning. Devote at least 30 minutes each day to gain new wisdom, and watch how your newfound knowledge translates into a brighter, more prosperous future. Unlock your true potential. Embrace the power to change yourself and increase your value, both personally and professionally, by eliminating barriers like procrastination, blame, and excuses. Adopt a step-by-step approach to self-improvement, setting and achieving small goals, which will ultimately lead to greater accomplishments. You might often find yourself saying, "I'm never on time, it's just who I am," or "I can't help being disorganized, it's in my nature." Believing that you can't change these traits erodes your self-esteem, when in reality, your self is one of the most adjustable aspects of your life. Transforming yourself can enhance your worth as an employee, partner, or friend. Many people try to improve their circumstances without first working on themselves. Imagine if, instead of demanding a pay raise, you focused on becoming more productive, delivering better performance, and acquiring new skills. Not only will your boss recognize your increased value and offer a better salary, but your newfound abilities might open new opportunities beyond your current job. To embark on this journey of self-growth, start by breaking down barriers that hinder your personal development. Procrastination is a notorious obstacle, as it's easy to postpone challenging tasks. However, delaying these responsibilities results in feeling overwhelmed and falling behind on achieving your goals. Another pair of stumbling blocks are blaming others and making excuses. Pinning your failures on someone else is often easier than admitting a problem lies within you. When you avoid responsibility, you lose the motivation to grow and prevent similar setbacks from occurring in the future. The key to successful self-improvement is adopting a step-by-step approach. Break down your goals into manageable tasks, and tackle them gradually. For instance, to be more punctual, try setting your alarm earlier by a few minutes each day. Soon enough, you'll enjoy a relaxed morning routine without having to rush out the door. Apply this incremental strategy to any aspect of your life that you'd like to enhance. Each small triumph will give you the confidence and motivation to tackle even bigger challenges, propelling you to reach your full potential. Embrace taxes, create wealth. Often, taxes feel like an injustice, taking away a portion of your hard-earned income. However, Earl Schoaf, the author's mentor, urges you to become a happy taxpayer, promoting a positive attitude towards money. By reimagining taxes as contributions to society, and maintaining a 70/30 rule for net income, you can ease the dread of parting with your funds and empower yourself to accumulate wealth. To shift your perspective on taxes, consider them as a means of contributing to the collective good. In return for a portion of your income, you receive safety, freedom, and opportunities. When making purchases or paying bills, remember that your money fuels the economy and reduces your financial burdens. Ready to take control of your finances? Adopt the 70/30 rule. The 70/30 rule suggests spending 70% of your monthly income on essentials and desires, such as rent, food, and entertainment. Before indulging, allocate the remaining 30% into 3 equal portions. First, donate 10% to charity, an opportunity to give back to your community and support those in need. Second, channel 10% toward savings to accumulate wealth over time. Lastly, invest the final 10% in creating wealth. This investment might involve traditional methods like property acquisition or unconventional strategies like monetizing hobbies. Embracing the 70/30 rule and cultivating a positive attitude towards money and taxes eliminates the trepidation associated with financial decisions. Transform your monetary mindset, and unlock the potential to create lasting wealth. Mastering work-life harmony. Striking the perfect balance between work and life is essential for long-term success and happiness. Adopting a comprehensive and organized approach will ensure that you allocate your time efficiently to every important aspect of your life, be it career, family, or leisure. By using tools like a project book and daily calendar, you can avoid extremes like overworking or chronic disorganization, and thrive in a more harmonious lifestyle. What if you could manage every aspect of your life without having to sacrifice one for another? You don't have to settle for a mediocre work-life balance or being overly consumed with work. In truth, you should make time for all aspects of your life, working diligently, spending quality time with your loved ones, and even allowing moments of idleness. Emphasizing one area too much may lead to a lopsided lifestyle, and that is unsustainable in the long run. Imagine a salesperson who starts their own business but soon finds themselves in a never-ending loop of work, consistently putting in more hours than ever before. Eventually, this individual may get overwhelmed and revert to a regular job. So, how do you maintain balance and optimize time usage? Prioritizing organization and a structured approach is essential. Implementing a project book, a binder with tabs, is an effective organizational tool that helps store relevant information at a single location, avoiding wasted hours searching for necessary documents. This book can be tailored to suit your specific needs. For instance, if you work closely with others, dedicate tabs for each colleague, annotating information about their performance, strengths, weaknesses, and personal background. This way, it's easy to refer to the information during activities like performance reviews. Another vital time management technique is planning out each day in advance. Without a clear plan, you may struggle to keep your time balanced and meet essential deadlines. A spacious calendar that highlights your schedule will ensure you allocate adequate time for each aspect of your life, including moments of relaxation. Although adopting a disciplined and structured approach to daily life can be challenging, especially if you're accustomed to a more casual style, investing time and effort into these practices will pay dividends. Ultimately, harmonizing your life doesn't mean sacrificing important aspects, but rather creating a thriving and balanced lifestyle that leads to long-term success and contentment. Friends, uplifting or destructive? The people you surround yourself with can greatly impact your behavior and habits, either positively or negatively. It's crucial to reflect on your relationships and identify those that may be harmful, then take the necessary steps to distance yourself from destructive influences. By focusing on positive relationships, prioritizing quality friendships, and getting involved in your community, you'll open yourself up to personal growth and success. We may not always notice it, but our friends have significant influence over our actions and choices. When we spend time with individuals who exhibit irresponsible behavior, such as carelessness with money or deception, we can find ourselves adopting similar habits. It's vital to recognize the impact your friends and acquaintances can have on you. To prevent serious damage, it's essential to evaluate your relationships. Consider who you spend time with, how they're affecting you, and whether their actions sit well with you. Be honest with yourself, and don't underestimate the sway of those around you. Once you've identified harmful connections in your life, some difficult decisions must follow. You may choose to distance yourself from destructive influences by completely disassociating from them, or by limiting the time you spend together. It's also essential to prevent casual relationships that don't add value to your life from consuming too much of your time. After distancing yourself from negative relationships, focus on fostering positive connections. Spend more time with disciplined and determined individuals who will influence you in constructive ways. Engaging in expanded association with like-minded people helps create an environment where success and growth flourish. A great way to establish a strong social network is by being an active participant in your community. Joining committees or other community groups can introduce you to influential, like-minded individuals. This expanding circle of connections will help you cultivate a support network that inspires you to grow and succeed. Embrace the two-quarter mentality. Stories about wealthy celebrities and businesspeople being unhappy are not uncommon, as money cannot buy happiness or alter one's character. The key to a fulfilling life is cultivating a positive mindset, regardless of wealth. A powerful way to achieve this fulfillment is by adopting a two-quarter mentality, emphasizing generosity over stinginess. This mindset can set the foundation for happiness and satisfaction, even when more wealth is eventually achieved. Although it is often said that money can't buy happiness, many people still believe that accumulating wealth will make them more confident, charismatic, and generous. In reality, money cannot inherently change an individual's character or level of satisfaction. If someone is unhappy or insecure, chances are these feelings will remain even if they accumulate wealth. An example of this can be seen in individuals who struggle with substance abuse. If a person prone to drinking excessively acquired more wealth, they would not suddenly stop drinking. Instead, the additional wealth would likely enable them to purchase more alcohol, exacerbating the problem. However, there is a silver lining to this understanding of wealth and happiness. A fulfilling lifestyle, once established, will persist regardless of one's financial situation. One way to cultivate this sense of fulfillment is to adopt a two-quarter mentality. The two-quarter mentality is illustrated by the author's mentor, who posed a situation: you must decide whether to tip someone 1/4 or 2/4 for a job well done, such as shining your shoes. While tipping 1/4 saves money, it might leave you feeling miserly. On the other hand, tipping 2/4 leads to feelings of prosperity and confidence, fostering a generous attitude. Ultimately, the two-quarter approach can help cultivate lasting satisfaction. This mindset proved transformative for a man who attended one of the author's seminars. Previously, he would reluctantly give in when his daughters asked for money to buy concert tickets, showcasing a one-quarter mentality. Inspired by the seminar, he decided to surprise his daughters with tickets to their favorite concert. This act of generosity, a reflection of the two-quarter mentality, brought happiness to both the father and his daughters. The two-quarter mentality allows individuals to feel wealthy and fulfilled without necessarily having a large fortune. By focusing on generosity, one can establish a foundation for happiness that stays constant even if their financial situation changes. Therefore, cultivating a two-quarter mindset can lead to a more satisfying, rewarding life, regardless of one's wealth.
To wrap up, Jim Rohn's 7 Strategies for Wealth and Happiness offer an enlightening roadmap for individuals seeking personal and financial success. The book emphasizes the importance of setting and prioritizing goals, engaging in self-directed learning, working on self-improvement, managing finances wisely, balancing work and life, surrounding ourselves with positive influences, and embracing generosity. By adhering to these guiding principles and understanding their integral roles in our journey towards prosperity and contentment, we can cultivate a truly fulfilling life and be better prepared for the challenges and opportunities that come our way.